It is not far-fetched at all to just assume that Bijan Robinson is the best running back in the entire 2023 NFL draft. And as we make today's draft profile for him, excuse me, I swear I'm sober, I'm excited about this one because Bijan Robinson, like, we have seen it over the last decade, maybe two, like the slow deterioration of running backs that just stick with one team for the next decade and a half or something or other, and possibly threaten the all-time rushing record that is currently held by Emmitt Smith. But here's the thing. I think Bijan Robinson, specifically with what he does as a receiver and what he does in all facets of pass blocking and run blocking, I think he's going to be a really good player and could possibly find his way to signing a second contract with a team. If it's a team-friendly deal, we'll get into that maybe another date. But today we are talking about Bijan Robinson's draft profile because this man is clearly the best running back in this class, and we've got to be able to do our homework on him. So, a little bit of a background. Bijan Robinson was drafted out of Arizona, recruited at Arizona, the number one player in the state at the time, leads the state in all-time rushing record. He's amazing. We all get it. Like on the All-American game, check all the boxes. Yes, it was Bijan Robinson who later committed to Texas. But at Texas, the man has been amazing. Like we talk about the fact that ran for over 700 yards as a freshman, also caught nearly 200 receiving yards. Also had a couple of touchdowns. Then came back as a sophomore, tore it up, averaged nearly 6 yards a carry, had 11 rushing touchdowns as well as 4 receiving touchdowns. Nearly caught for 300 yards that year as well. And then this last year, yes, nearly running for over 1,600 yards and 18 touchdowns. Also had a couple of touchdowns through the air as well. So, yeah, you're seeing a guy that just continues to be able to run and catch the football. And, yes, he's amazing. But what about the pros of him? So he's got great size. He's a guy that, comes in solidly built and is going to continue to, I don't think that his size is going to be a problem, mind you. Let's put it that way. But a guy that stands at 6 foot, is 215 pounds. He's perfect size, probably going to run anywhere in the, I would say probably 4.4 range, maybe 4.5 if he's maybe ate too many biscuits and gravy like I did the other morning. Yeah, like he's going to be fast. He's got great size. He's got great hands. We talked about his ability to catch the football out of the backfield. If you watch him on tape, he's a natural catcher. It's not going to be a problem. Also a smooth athlete, a guy that once he gets into the open space. Wow, I'm sober, I swear. He just seems to be able to make plays, and he's so smooth about it. Like, it's almost unfair as to what he can do with the ball in his hands because it's smooth. He's able to make guys miss, whether it's a juke or whatever, but he's smooth, and he's hard to bring down. Also, he's got the finishing ability. You talk about having 20 total touchdowns as a junior for Texas. Like, if he gets into the red zone, it reminds me a lot of Adrian Peterson in his second half of his career with the Vikings. Like, whether it was anything inside of the red zone from the 20-yard line in, he's going to score, and that is exactly Bijan Robinson. I think he's a guy that, when he gets into the NFL, if you hand it to him in the red zone, he's going to finish, and that's such a big thing, especially in the NFL. Also, playmaking ability. It's just the fact that he does so many different things. Literally, the fact that he can run like right straight down your throat. He's patient. He's got great speed like we talked about. He can also catch the football. I think he's probably the best receiving back that we've seen in a while. I think he's just honestly one of those guys that you can build an offense around. You love to see what he can do with the ball in his hands, and you can continue to build around him and make something special. He's also shifty, like literally PFF's number one graded running back, or even just ball carrier for that matter, about being like he had the most missed tackles in like a single season or whatever it was, like over 100 or whatever by PFF, or maybe it was his career. But anyway, over 100 missed tackles in his college career. Not bad at all. This man just makes people miss. He's good to go after the catch, and he is going to be a hand in the NFL. Now, cons. I know we mentioned pass blocking. Here's the thing, though. Guy that's 6 foot, 215 pounds. You do have your questions. Like, okay, of course, yes, he's playing at college ball against a serious competition. He seemed to hold up well, but it's a completely different ball game in the NFL. How is he going to go? How's he going to do going up against guys like Aaron Donald? How is he going to do going up against guys, those linebackers that are 6'5", 215 and all can run a 4.4. So I'm interested to see how he will perform as a pass blocker because I do think that's what's going to keep him on the field, for all three downs. Also, that extra gear. When you watch him on tape, yes, he's fast. We covered he's probably going to run a 4.4, 4.5, 40 and going to be very impressive there. But if you watch him, there are DBs, like corners and safeties, that consistently catch up with him. So it's like, yes, he's fast. He's most likely going to take it to pay dirt when he gets in the open field. But there are some DBs, especially the fast ones, that could catch up to him, that could could turn a touchdown run into a really long gain or so, and could catch up to him. So I do worry about that extra gear in the NFL because when you watch him on, he's not clearly just exploding away from defenders all the time, but he does have great speed, so I'm not really that worried about it, but that is something to keep an eye on. Also, he runs a little high at times. When you see him be a little bit patient and run behind some of those offensive linemen, when he gets in and out of his breaks and starts to get into a full gallop, that's when you see him really start to rise up. You would like to see him stay a little bit lower, but it is what it is. Again, it's not, you don't want him to be on anybody's highlight tape because he just gets absolutely trucked, but something to watch as well. Runs a little high. Also, the balance and stability, if you watch him as a receiver, this is something I really noticed, being able to come in and out of breaks and try to juke defenders. More often times than not, he gets taken down, I don't want to say by initial contact because clearly he's one of the shiftiest guys in college football, so no, it wasn't initial contact, but it was a thing where, after juking a couple of guys, he would like trip over someone's ankle. Like it was a little like, it was weird if you ask me, but overall I do kind of question to see how his ability to make people miss in the NFL is going to translate, because again, it is a completely different ball game, but it's Bijan Robinson. He's the number one running back in this entire draft. There's no question. You can build around him. He's a first-round talent. Honestly, I think he is going to be Alvin Kamara. That is my comparison that I compare him to, because I think he's got a lot of different shiftiness to him. What he brings to you for the passing game, he's just going to be a lot of fun to watch in the NFL. But let us know what you guys think, and make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms, so give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about our 2023 NFL Draft profile for Texas running back Bijan Robinson.